Guys, you have to include the actual key terms of the question in your introductions, topic sentences, link sentences, and occasionally throughout the actual essay. You want to use the key terms of the question more than you feel comfortable with. What do you guys think a lot of people use instead of the key term of the question? So you know how before we had confront or enlighten? See here? What do you think people are going to use throughout? Instead of confront, they'll use what? What? They'll use synonyms. Like Judah said, they'll use synonyms. They won't say confront, they'll say shock. Why don't you just say confront? Why are you so afraid of using the actual question word? The reason that people don't do it, they don't want to use the actual key word of the question because they feel like if they do, they will be what? Repeating the question and therefore marked down. But the best answers use the word of the question, but they do what to it every time they use it. So the best answers will use the word confront, but they're not just going to say confront, are they? You use the actual words. I would never be using the word shock instead of confront. Why would I do that? The question didn't say shock, it said confront. Why on earth would I use a different word? I'm going to use confront because the markers go through. I've literally seen papers marked like this, and there's ticks above every time the word of the question is said. It's such an easy differentiator just to use key terms of the question every sentence of your essay almost, right? It will feel a bit uncomfortable maybe at some points, but if you get good at that during your practice, you're going to absolutely nail it because that's the differentiator. People will use synonyms. They might only refer to the questions once in their introduction. I would be trying to use at least one of the key terms of the question in every sentence of my intro, non-negotiable. And then not all three necessarily every sentence because that can be limiting, but at least one per sentence. And basically my whole essay will probably have at least one of the key terms of the question in every single sentence. You need to get to that point, okay? Use it more, don't use synonyms.